Level B1, Pre-Intermediate. Why we follow the crowd even when it's wrong. How group pressure changes the way we think and act. Have you ever gone along with a group, even when you knew they were wrong? This behavior is called conformity, and it's something we all do. Whether it's agreeing with friends, following trends, or staying silent in a meeting, conformity shapes how we think and act. In this video, we'll explore why we follow the crowd, how group pressure affects us, and what science says about it, with examples and tips to help you think independently. What is conformity? Conformity is when we change our behavior, opinions, or decisions to match those of a group. It happens because humans are social creatures. We want to belong, avoid conflict, and feel accepted. Example: if your friends all say they love a movie you didn't enjoy, you might pretend to like it too, just to fit in. Why do we follow the crowd? There are several reasons why we conform, even when we know it's not the best choice. Fear of rejection. We don't want to be left out, judged, or ridiculed by others. Social proof. We assume that if everyone else is doing something, it must be the right thing to do. Lack of confidence. When we're unsure, we rely on the group to guide us. Scientific fact. A famous study by psychologist Solomon Asch in the 1950s showed how powerful conformity can be. Participants were asked to match the length of lines. Even when the correct answer was obvious, many people agreed with the group's wrong answers just to fit in. Solomon Asch's conformity experiment. Let's take a closer look at Asch's experiment to understand how conformity works. The setup. Participants. A group of 6 to 8 people were brought into a room. Only one was the real participant. The others were actors, called confederates, who knew the true purpose of the experiment. The task. The group was shown cards with lines on them. On one card there was a target line, and on another there were 3 comparison lines labeled A, B, and C. The task was to match the length of the target line with one of the comparison lines. The twist. The correct answer was always obvious. For example, if the target line was clearly the same length as line B, the answer was straightforward. However, the Confederates were instructed to give the same wrong answer on certain trials. What happened? In the first few trials, everyone, including the Confederates, gave the correct answers. This helped the real participant feel comfortable and trust the group. Then, the Confederates started giving the same wrong answer on purpose. For example, if the correct answer was clearly line B, they would all say line A. The real participant, who answered last or near the end, was faced with a dilemma. Should they trust their own eyes and give the correct answer, or go along with the group's obviously wrong answer? The results. Conformity rate. About 75% of participants conformed to the group's wrong answer at least once during the experiment. Overall conformity. On average, participants agreed with the group's incorrect answers 37% of the time. Individual differences. Some participants always stuck to their own judgment, while others conformed almost every time. Why did people conform? Asch identified several reasons why participants went along with the group, even when they knew the answers were wrong. Fear of rejection. Many participants didn't want to stand out or be ridiculed by the group. Doubt in their own judgment. Some participants started to question their own eyes, thinking, if everyone else sees it differently, maybe I'm wrong. Desire to fit in. Humans are social creatures, and the need to belong often outweighs the desire to be right. Real-life examples of conformity. Conformity isn't just something that happens in experiments. It's a part of everyday life. Here are some examples. Fashion trends. People often wear clothes they don't like just because they're popular. Social media. We might like or share posts just because everyone else is doing it. Workplace decisions. In meetings, people often agree with the boss or majority, even if they have doubts. Peer pressure. Teens might start smoking or drinking because their friends do. The dangers of conformity. While conformity can help us get along with others, it can also lead to bad decisions. For example, groupthink. When a group makes poor decisions because no one wants to disagree. Bullying. People might join in bullying someone just because others are doing it. Unhealthy habits. Teens might start smoking or drinking because their friends do. Scientific fact. A study in the Journal of Experimental Social Psychology found that people are more likely to conform when they feel insecure or unsure. How to resist group pressure. Resisting conformity isn't easy, but it's possible. Here are some tips. Be aware, recognize when you're conforming just to fit in. Trust yourself. If you know something is wrong, speak up. Find allies. Look for others who share your opinion. It's easier to resist the crowd when you're not alone. Practice saying no. It's okay to disagree with the group. Example, if your friends want to do something dangerous, like driving too fast, you can say, "I don't feel comfortable with this. Let's do something else." Conclusion. Following the crowd is natural, but it's important to think for yourself. By understanding why we conform and learning how to resist group pressure, you can make better decisions and stay true to your values. Remember, it's okay to be different. Sometimes the crowd is wrong and you're right. Vocabulary. Conformity. Changing behavior to fit in with a group. Group pressure. The influence a group has on an individual. Social proof. Assuming something is right because others are doing it. Groupthink. Making poor decisions to avoid conflict in a group. Insecure. Feeling unsure or not confident. Conflict. A disagreement or argument. Bullying. Hurting or intimidating someone repeatedly. Independent. Thinking or acting for yourself. Values. The things that are important to you. Resist. To refuse to accept something. Quiz. Consolidate vocabulary. Conformity. A. Changing behavior to fit in with a group. B. Refusing to follow others. C. A type of conflict. Changing behavior to fit in with a group. Insecure. A. Feeling unsure or not confident. B. Feeling very confident. C. A type of value. Feeling unsure or not confident. Values. A. The things that are important to you. B. A type of conflict. C. A type of groupthink. The things that are important to you. Resist. A. To refuse to accept something. B. To agree with others. C. A type of bullying. To refuse to accept something. Listen to the video again to consolidate the new words.